The short film marks the coming of age of a young boy named Bambino, and begins one starry midnight as a small boat labeled La Luna sails the calm waters in the middle of an ocean. Aboard the boat is the main protagonist, Bambino. He accompanies his father, Papa, and his grandfather, Nonno, on a midnight boat trip. The boat is equipped with a single lamp to light up its way. Papa and Nonno bring the boat to a stop and Nonno drops the anchor to support the boat from drifting away. Nonno pulls out something covered in blue cloth and gives it to Bambino, who then untangles the knots. It is a gift, a cap just like his father and grandfather. His grandfather shows him how to wear the hat and pushes it back over his head. His father, however, disagrees and wants him to wear it just above his eyes. They continue to fight over the way Bambino should wear the hat, but Nonno later gives up and lets Bambino wear it the way Papa wants. Bambino intently watches how his father and grandfather move and acts accordingly. The night gets filled with silence and Nonno turns off the lamp as they quietly wait for something. Not long after, the moon slowly peaks from below the horizon and rises until it reaches just above them. Papa hands over Bambino an anchor tied with a rope and draws a long ladder. Bambino stares in awe as the ladder almost reaches the moon. His father then instructs him to climb the ladder. He secures himself with the anchor and rope and begins climbing. When he reaches the top of the ladder, he suddenly floats and lands on the lunar surface, which is filled with little stars piling up to its crater. Papa orders Bambino to anchor their boat on the surface so that he and Nonno can climb as well. Bambino immediately inspects the moon and secures the anchor on one of the craters. Nonno and Papa ascend using the ladder and make their way to the moon. Bambino sees a falling star that lands directly on the moon's surface. With a touch, the star starts to glisten. When they finally reach the moon, Papa and Nonno begin to sweep the stars. Their family's job is to sweep the fallen stars on the lunar surface to create the phases of the moon. Papa urges Bambino to use a push broom to easily sweep the stars, while Nonno favors using an armpit brush. Both hand over the brooms to Bambino and start to argue which method is the best, while Bambino happily watches how his Nonno's beard resembles the armpit brush and how his Papa's beard resembles the push broom. In the middle of their argument, a huge star lands on the moon, which is too heavy for all of them. Papa and Nonno try to remove the star from being stuck to no avail. Bambino approaches the star and touches it. He discovers that the huge star also glistens like the small star from earlier and figures something out. He dives into their utility cart and grabs a hammer. Bambino twists his hat backward the way he wants to wear it and not what his Nonno or Papa has taught him. He climbs the giant star and gently taps it with the hammer. With one tap, the giant star explodes and bursts apart into hundreds of little stars just like the ones they usually sweep. Bambino falls on the pile of little stars. The three then continue their work, sweeping using their own equipment. Nonno uses the armpit brush, Papa uses the push broom, and Bambino uses a rake instead of either Papa and Nonno's broom. Once their job is finished for that night, they return to the boat and Papa pulls the anchor from the moon. They look up to see the moon now glowing in its bright crescent phase due to their hard work.